Hey, it's Tim. Good morning. So today I am doing a nice little day away from work and walking around a place called beautiful Balboa Park. And with me this morning is it's cold. It's a brisk 56 degrees here in San Diego in February, which to me is freezing. And so I've got this blazing hot cup of decaffeinated beverage, because if it was caffeinated, you wouldn't understand a word I was saying. So anyway, we are going to walk through Balboa Park today and take a look at some of the old stuff and neat things around here. And right now I'm standing in front of a carousel, which is closed today. Only open on Sundays, but it's really, really old. This carousel was built in 1910, and it was built in New York, and originally taken down to Coronado. If you've heard of Coronado, maybe you're not familiar with the area, but if you've heard of Coronado, the Hotel del Coronado, it was placed down there in 1910 to about 1914, and then they moved it up here to Balboa Park, which is just up the way. And they placed it way over there, which you're not going to be able to see. We're going to see that in a minute. They put it over there, and then they moved it over here. So the neatest thing about this is it's portable, and it's old. Well, it's probably not portable anymore. You know, I remember riding on the carousel when I was a kid, and when you go around, they have this arm that sticks out, and there's a guy up there, and he puts brass or gold rings, actually they're steel, puts steel rings down the thing, and when you go around, if you're on the outside animal, you can reach out and grab a ring, and if you get a gold ring, you get to go again. You get to ride again on the Ferris wheel. I mean, the Ferris wheel. It's a carousel, dummy. Anyway, lots of memories here, riding the carousel here at Balboa Park, but it's just amazing to me how old it is, and still going. They only operate it on Sundays now. Let's go look at the sign. There's a sign over here. Yeah, it says it was built in 1910 in New York. And how'd they get it over here, I don't know. But it's only got a 10 horsepower motor that operates it. Hey, let's go over here and look over here, over this fence. Because there's also some train tracks over here. Another one of the coolest things out here for kids and for adults is they've got a little miniature railroad that goes around. It's only open on Sundays too, I think. But it zooms around this park. It goes around here, goes through this tunnel. Let's go over and check out the train depot, shall we? So I'm making my way over to the train depot, and I just read a sign over here. Balboa Park, this whole area was built in 1914 to commemorate the Panama Canal opening, and they had a huge exposition here. So all the buildings we're going to see, a little bit more on that later, but all the buildings we're going to see were built to be temporary, like as a carnival, or like an exposition, or like a World's Fair kind of thing, and then torn down. But over here to the right is the San Diego Zoo. Actually, right in front of me is the San Diego Zoo entrance, and this whole parking lot right here behind me was where they had carnival rides. This is like in 1914, like crazy old stuff. So they had all these carnival rides, like roller coasters and fun houses and things like that they might have had in the era of the 1914 Panama Exposition. But we are almost around to the railroad station, miniature railroad station. You can see, oh, there it is right there. There's a really cool tunnel right here that they keep boarded off because I think there's a lot of homeless people in the area, so they might want to go live in there. But we're heading over here to the railroad station, which as a young person, I remember coming down here and going on for like 25 cents, and you could ride the train. Maybe not 25 cents, I don't think I'm that old. The Balboa Park Railroad, 1948. 1948. Amazing. They've got like a real train depot, and there's a guy that operates the train with a little train conductor's hat. There it is. The railroad tracks, they go over there. I really want to jump over the fence and walk the track, but I don't think they'll let me do that. Somebody's liable to holler at me. So we're not going to do that today. Also down here is a model railroad museum that's amazing, and hopefully we can go check that out. They're doing some construction over here. Let's see. How much is a ticket? Okay, it's up to $3 now. Oh, weekends and holidays, 11 a.m. to 4:30. We might have to come down here on a weekend just to ride the train. You get a bottle of water for $5. That's almost as much as a Starbucks coffee. All right, let's keep exploring. We're gonna go down this path here. Let's keep exploring. Oh, we're gonna go into the art area. Just leaving the train station back there and walking down, there's a lot of these sidewalks that are just filled with beautiful trees and plants and flowers and shaded areas and picnic areas and places. And right over here, we're gonna go, there's an art area, like a whole place that's grounds painted. It's really cool. So let's walk in there and check out some of the art stuff. Spanish Village Art Center. I love these tiles. These are cool. Anyway, you walk into here, you go into this art center. Take a look at the ground. It's painted in all these different colors. And these really cool buildings with all kinds of cool paint and art stuff. Take a look at these super cool hand-painted signs. So people do their art and they can display them and sell them down here. So all kinds of artistic things all over the place. And then there's this. Sculptors Guild. There's people sitting around having coffee. There's a squirrel on the picnic table. He's right there. Do you see him? He's looking at me. Let's see how close we can get to him. Oh. 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 Ah. Where are you going? Let's see. Oh, he's going to go under the thing. Oh, he left. All right. Hey, more studios. Let's look around over here. Studio 27. Look at all this amazing color and the paint all around this place. All right, well, so I don't know too much about art, but I love all these colors and I want my house to look like this. Isn't it amazing? All right, we're gonna go check out a huge tree. Come on, let's go. All right, take a look at this tree. It's amazing. It's not the tree that I want to tell you about though. It's this tree. Would you look how gigantic and ginormous that tree is? It is humongous. Not the palm tree right there. The giant bushy tree. And there's a sign over there, and so I can tell you what it is. I don't remember what it's called, but would you take a look at the size of this tree? It is way, way bigger than me and you and your house. It is the biggest tree I've ever seen. And it's got like these viney things sticking down underneath it. Let's go look, come on. They've got a fence around it now. You used to be able to walk up. I used to climb it when I was a little kid. You used to be able to crawl up inside there and crawl in there. Oh, it's amazing. Would you take a look? It's a great big tree. And the root system is huge. That's as close as I can get. Ooh, there's a little thing over there. We're gonna go take a look at it. Yeah, look at the size of this tree. We're gonna run around here and see how big the tree is, or find out all about it from this plaque right here. Okay, nothing there. Let's go up here. Would you look at the size of these berries in the tree? Maximum capacity 300. Look at this roots. think that's where they get root beer from there. This is a huge, huge tree. Okay, and now I want to sound smart and tell you that this is a Morton Bay Fig Tree, and it's old, and they have a life expectancy of about 150 years. 150 years, that's older than a turtle. What else? It has aerial roots. There's aerial roots that hang down from inside. They come down from inside the tree. They come down. It's amazing. It also produces a fruit called a fig. A fig fruit comes out of this tree. And it was planted, a really long time ago. It's 125 feet in width. 125 feet in width. That's amazing. And the trunk is 16 feet in diameter. It's 70 feet high. It is amazing. It has grown to be the largest Morton Bay fig, in Balboa Park. That's just right here. It's not in the world or anything like that, but it's pretty big. There's some other trees like this near where we go ride our bikes. But it's a huge, huge tree, and the roots are like dinosaur looking. Anyway, it's pretty awesome. All right, let's go see what else we can find. All right, let's go. Down these stairs. So the sign said that tree was planted over 100 years ago. So probably when they were building the Panama Exposition, they planted that tree, and it's grown and grown and grown and grown, and there it is still today. All right, we are moving down the sidewalk. Take a look at the Casa del Prado Theater, which is right here. Remember I said all these buildings were built to be temporary. They just did all this ornate work on these buildings, and they were supposed to be temporary, and they were going to tear it all down when the exposition was over. But they thought, this is some pretty neat stuff. Let's just leave it here, don't you think? We'll just leave it, and hopefully it doesn't fall down, because we didn't build it very good. Anyway, we're going to walk down here. Okay, remember earlier I told you the carousel, the thing we saw first, was in a different spot, and we're going to go down here and see just where it was. And if you're familiar with this area, it might surprise you just a little bit if you didn't know this. Take a look at these cool white flowery trees. Very pretty. And they're right in front of this huge, not so old building. I know this building burned down and they had to build a new one, but I don't know when. Let's go up there and look at that plaque. This building was erected through the generosity of Ellen Browning Scripps, aided by public subscription, in 1933. It is the Natural History Museum right here. Have you ever seen a night at the museum? This is the real night at the museum. Everything inside of there comes to life at night. I can't attest to that. I can't claim that truthfully. I'm just hoping and suggesting that maybe that's true. But let's go over here and see where the carousel used to be sitting. This is a huge fountain, and back in the day, we used to put our feet in there. You used to be able to get in there and take a quick bath, but apparently they don't want you doing that anymore. This is, I almost fell in the water. This is not a recreational fountain. Okay, so you can't swim in there anymore. You used to be able to, but anyway. Okay, so see how the fountain is kind of in a big circle, and it's recessed down in the ground. I believe, I'm not 100% sure. I believe this is where the carousel used to sit. It was sitting right there, and this is the very south end of the Prado, which is a big street that we're gonna walk down in just a minute. And this is the very edge of it. And I think the carousel used to sit here. So somewhere around like 1968, they moved it to its current location. And there it sits. Anyway, it's a beautiful fountain. It's gigantic. It's ginormous. Okay, as we walk away from the fountain, we're gonna walk down a little bit towards the Prado here, and there's a little canyon right here to my left that we're gonna walk down. It's called Zorro Gardens, and it has an amazing, well, a strange, unique history. Well, look at this. Do not touch the caterpillars, cocoons, or butterflies. All right, we're gonna go down into the Zorro Garden, which is down here. Real pretty flowers and flora and fauna and steps. And so the amazing history. So sometime during the Panama Exposition, let's go over here to this thing. So during the Panama Exposition, it was not uncommon for them to have, well, this is going to sound funny, but nudist camps and nudist parties and shows. And so that was what was done down here. But now it's become kind of a floral place. They had a wall that went all the way around up there, all the way around, and so you couldn't see down inside here unless you bought a ticket and you wanted to come down here. And naked people danced around in that dirt thing right there and did shows, and it was weird. Probably really weird. Maybe not something you wanted to see, but it was just something for the times. Okay, so that was the Zorro Gardens. Oh, look, there it is right there. We can read the sign. I can prove it. If the sun's not in the way. Zorro Gardens Nudist Colony. So yeah, they had naked shows there. Okay, take a look at this long corridor and these crazy old, super neat light fixtures. So like I said earlier, remember these buildings were only meant to be up for a little bit, but they did some serious work on all the ornamental stuff. Is that the right word? Ornamental? Look over there. Oh, we got to go out here because when I was a kid, when I was little, I used to, you know, when you were a kid, you thought the Zorro Garden thing was giggly. There's some, let's see if I can find, oh yeah, there they are. The sculptures of the naked ladies. Shield your eyes, children. Shield your eyes. The naked lady sculptures up there at the top, holding up the roof. I always thought that was really giggly. It was giggly when I was a kid. Anyway, but inside this building, there is the San Diego Model Railroad Museum. Okay, it's the coolest thing in the world, and we're gonna see if it's open and see if we can go in right through here. Model railroading. All right, I'm so stoked. The Model Railroad Museum's open, and of course I'm inside, so I have to wear this disguise so nobody can see who I am. But take a look at some of this stuff they have here. It's ginormous. The size and scale of this railroad. This is we're gonna go through the glass. This is a mock-up of the San Diego Amtrak station. In its entirety. There's San Diego. Let's go find some moving trains. Woo woo! This one we just saw right here. This is an O-scale train going around. Oh, and here comes the Santa Fe. All right, that's an O scale, and these guys put in countless hours as a hobby, just building all this stuff. It's amazing, all the detail. Take a look at this. Let's go through the bars. Look at the detail in this. Oh, here comes a train. Woo woo! See that carnival? It's a carnival. Wow, so they've got H scale and O scale and N scale, all kinds of old model railroads. Look at this. These guys are back here working on this stuff constantly, day after day, building these amazing scenes. So a lot of it is a representative of San Diego, and the way it looks. Look, the El Zarape. And there's the church with all the peoples. There was a wedding right next to the railroad track. A few years ago, a bunch of us hiked back in San Diego, back in the hills, to a gorge called Carrizo Gorge. And there is still existing today the largest wooden railroad trestle in existence, I think, in the world. And here at the Model Railroad Museum, they've got a scale replica of it. We're gonna go see it right now. It's right over here. The hike was about a 14-mile out and back, so like 7 miles one way, 7 miles back, through tunnels and through over some old bridges and some way back out there. Now you can't go back there. And I think I did another video about it a long time ago, but we're gonna see the scale replica. Here's the sign. The wooden trestle in Carrizo Gorge has been designated as a historical landmark in the National Register along with the Brooklyn Bridge. It's the longest wooden trestle built on a curve. So I stand corrected of what I said earlier. But it's built to scale, and it's huge. They've even got a drive-in movie with a movie playing. Look at that. That's great. Who knows what this is? When you used to go to the drive-in movie, you'd take this and put it, it's on there, so you can't get it off. But you put that on your window, and it's a speaker, and you could hear the movie playing on the huge screen. Look at all this amazing stuff. Look at all these characters. 101 Dalmatians, Winnie the Pooh, Jungle Book, Bambi. It's Thomas! And Annie and Clarabelle. This place is crazy. Sensory overload. Look at the kids. It's like Herpelsheimers. Look, there's a guy that got run over in the drive-thru at McDonald's. He's trying to hold the car back. They're even working on some new trains right here. See how they build it out of foam? You can see how they build stuff. This is called the Tehachapi Loop. They use peanuts right there. See peanuts? We're seeing how they build new. All the glue and all the stuff and the grass. All the electronics. Look at all that. The Tehachapi Loop. It's really amazing how much work, effort, and detail goes into these things. Look at that old telephone right there. All right, I think that's about it for our model railroad sightings today. Look at how they paint these backdrops. Okay, now that's it. Wow. I love the model railroad. That is so cool in there. But I also love taking off my mask. That's another great thing. Let's go see what else we can find here at Balboa Park. There's always some dude playing music. which is awesome. There he is. Sleeping. Beautiful.
Thanks very much, man.
Yeah, you're welcome. Beautiful. Love that song.
What?
I love that song.
Yeah, man, that's the best, one of the best songs ever.
Yeah. This is Christ the King. Love it. There's all these long tunnels, corridors, if you will, and they lead out into this patio area with some other museums and this great big tower in front of us and people selling stuff. And there's food and hot dogs and hamburguesas. Perro de caliente. And people selling stuff. There's another fountain. Jewelry. Let's go check out this horse guy. Lemonade. $7 for a lemonade. That might be a little rich for my blood. Sometimes during certain seasons they have food truck events out here, and there'll be a whole bunch of food trucks here, and you can come and get food. There's the San Diego Museum of Art right in front of us, right there. But what we're going to go see over here is pretty good. It's a giant horseman statue. And there he is, giant horseman. He's got a spear and a flag and a look of determination in his eyes, so don't get in his way. I don't even know who he is. El Cid Campeador. El Cid Campeador. Let's not have the sun in our eyes. There he is, El Cid. Ah! Down here is the Japanese Friendship Garden. You can go walk around down there. There's a river going through the middle and lots of trees and people. And I did see a lady walking by herself, and it's called the Friendship Garden, so she hasn't made a friend yet. It's a beautiful place to just go walk around. Hey, we're gonna go check out the organ pavilion. Let's go check out the organ pavilion. Ready? Go. So this thing right behind me is a huge pipe organ. It's a giant, has giant pipes in there, and it was built sometime in the 1910, 1915, and it's like super loud, and it's a great big pipe organ. And they play it, I still think they play it on Sundays, and they have all kinds of services here and all kinds of different shows. We used to come see this singing Christmas tree event here on Christmas time, and it would open up and there was like scenes inside. It was really cool. But this thing's been used for all kinds of things, but it's 100 and something years old and it still works. It's amazing. It's really great to get off the beaten path around here at Balboa Park. You can get down off the streets and come down, and there's a couple of these little trails that come down some stairs, and you end up in the bushes and the foliage and the palm trees, and there's trails back here. I watched a video recently. There used to be a bridge that's suspended across this canyon, but they took it down, and it was cool. But now you can walk down inside, so we're gonna go and walk down in here and see what's down here in this beautiful trail area. I've never actually been down here in my whole life, so we're gonna go see what's down here. There's some stairs. We're gonna go down, 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 down. There might be some homeless folk making a home down here. A little adventure. Try not to wipe out as we go down these stairs. Uh-oh, we can make a left or we can make a right. Let's go this way. Ooh, what the heck is that? I know what it is. It's the clock tower. Save the clock tower! 50 years ago, lightning struck that clock tower, and the clock hasn't rung since. Marty! Sorry. Pine trees as far as the eye could see. So we're going down this path under these trees, and there's people. Okay, cool. Yeah, there used to be a bridge. We're going to find out where this bridge used to be. Look at this. This is amazing. Hello. Yeah, the bridge used to come from right there, and it went across, and went right up over there. But you can't see that, though. It's silly. So we need to look at that. Look at the plants and foliage down here. What a great place to sleep. Look at this. Look at these tree stumps. And look at this palm tree. Look at the way it's growing. That's amazing. It's crazy. Okay, this is how we get out. Look, they got trash cans. They got trash cans, and we're gonna go up these stairs. And we don't know what's at the top. We're gonna find out. Here we are, going up these stairs. There's some girls posing on the tree. A giant tree. Yeah. Rooted. Okay, I'm going up these stairs. What is this? I think I see two people. A man holding up a woman in some sort of acrobatic event. Colorful acrobatic event. It's a neat thing. I like it. This is the Museum of Us. It used to be called the Museum of Man, but they've changed it to us because we're us, I guess. All right, this is called a quadrangle. A quadrangle. The street goes through the middle and there's buildings on all four sides. And it was the entrance to the Panama Exposition. You came across that Laurel Street Bridge and right under this archway here and entered the Panama Exposition. All right, and now because my battery light flashed a bunch of times and then the camera died, I'm using my phone to finish up this thing, and we've got to go, and it was a long ways to the truck, and so, you know, that's just, I guess that's enough, right? That's enough. Okay, see ya.